Well, the rain has wrapped up the last in the series of storms that helped boost our Bay Area water supply. And now we are putting a focus on the effort to protect that supply. We're live right here at Crystal Springs Reservoir in San Mateo County. The water below me is part of a complicated network of water storage that carries the Bay Area through wet and dry seasons. And today, the governor announced a new plan to capture and store more water for future droughts. State water officials do say climate change is threatening up to 10% of California's water supply by 2040. So now they are trying to take into account the big swings between very wet periods and then very dry ones. The big headline, the plan sets a statewide water supply target for the very first time. The goal, add 9 million acre feet by the year 2040. The state said that is enough to offset climate change. It would also be enough to power 18 million homes. So let's put that 9 million acre feet number into perspective. That amount of water would be able to fill Lake Shasta not once, but twice. 1 acre foot also amounts to about 1 foot of water on top of the football field at Levi's Stadium. Now, just imagine that 9 million times over. And to break that down, what this all means, I spoke with a person heading up this water plan for the California Department of Water Resources.
We need water planning and conscientiousness about water to be an everyday, every month, every year thing, not just when we're in the midst of an emergency.
Joel Metzger of the State Department of Water Resources describes water as the lifeline of the state of California, a state that in the past has relied solely on the Sierra snowpack to determine our yearly state water supply.
With these weather extremes, we can't count on the Sierra snowpack to be there in the way that it has been historically.
The reason, climate change.
So as we are seeing the snow shift to rain, and we're seeing these big atmospheric rivers come in and these huge torrential storms that overwhelm our river systems and in some cases our reservoirs, and in some cases even cause flooding.
When we talk about the hots getting a lot hotter.
And now Governor Gavin Newsom, along with state lawmakers and the Department of Water Resources, are implementing a plan to secure and fortify California's water supply by 2040.
And how we can do that is we can be smarter about how we operate our reservoirs, and we also can really lean into groundwater recharge and try to get more of that flood water into the ground, slow it down, spread it out, sink it down into our aquifers so we can store it for the dry year that is surely just around the corner.
Metzger calls the plan ambitious and groundbreaking, but also necessary.
And that's a strong statement because these weather extremes are really challenging and our current system is not equipped to handle them. And so we're going to have to be bold. We're going to have to go bigger. So the plan also includes the expansion of some of our reservoirs along with the construction of the Sites Reservoir. That, of course, is near the town of Maxwell. We checked in on the status of some of our local reservoirs after the latest storms. In the South Bay, both the Lexington and Uvas reservoirs are at 83 and 90% capacity right now. And this is what it looks like at where some of the state's largest reservoirs stand, including Shasta and Oroville, all of them above 100% when compared to their historical average.